a fortified town on Montenegro's Adriatic coast. Welcome to Kotor. Located in a secluded part of the Bay of Kotor, this charming Mediterranean town was once under Venetian rule, evidenced in the well-known architecture that's laid out across the old city. The fortified Venetian city walls, as well as the many Gothic, Romanesque, and Baroque landmarks, are one of the reasons why Kotor is preserved as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Surrounded by two massifs of the Dinaric Alps, along with Kotor's beautiful architecture and vibrant waters, this town attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors every year. From a captivating climb up a fortress to overlook the town, to taking in the historical and natural sights from the water, in this video, we'll share with you guys some of the best things you can do with your time in Kotor. Let's start our journey bright and early to see the beauty of Kotor from above. Hello from Kotor Montenegro.
Today we start at 7 a.m. to do a trek up to the fortress where we are going to get the most stunning view of the entire Kotor Bay.
This is the St. John's Fortress, and even though it was built in the 15th century, most of the walls were built between the wide range of the 9th century and the 19th century, which means there's so much different history built into these walls, and there are 1,355 steps that we're going to be climbing today.
I think we've gone up maybe 10% of the way, so we have a lot more hiking to do.
Most of the trail up to the fortress is not that well paved. It's got a lot of loose rocks because, again, this was built a long time ago. But fortunately for us, there are steps built in on the side. You can see Jason's making his way up right now. So it is a lot easier for us to step, but it's definitely not stroller friendly.
We usually get the day started super early because we want to catch the best conditions, the best sunrise, but in this case it's because of that giant ship right over there. Now Kotor is a huge destination for cruise ships, which means between the hours of about 9 a.m. until about 4, it gets extremely busy in the Old Town. Old Town is right down there, the main part covered by the walls, and that's actually where we're staying, the most central part of Kotor. So our goal essentially is to start early in the morning, go back and relax, and then come back out in the evening once all the cruise ship people have left.
I don't know what is going on because I see 2 cruise ships in the bay. I really hope both of them aren't docking because even yesterday when we arrived in mid-afternoon, which is 1 cruise ship, Old Town was pretty crowded. We're already at such a beautiful viewpoint, but we still have a little bit more to go. We're going to be going up these steps, and you can see the fortress right up there.
Lauren over there, walking away madly because she took us on a little bit of a loop because she didn't find this sign right over here. So guys, make sure you follow that symbol because that will show you the right path. Isn't that right, Lauren? She gets us lost, but she's mad at me. Why? Down there's a sign that actually said coming up to the fortress is purely at your own risk, and you can see why. It's not perfectly well maintained. There's a lot of sketchy areas, and there's a cat. It's not my cat, but it can be my cat. Anyways, just if you guys do decide to come up to the fortress, just be careful, watch out for your footing. There's a section back there where there's literally a gap that you can hop over if you want to catch a view outside the window. Super crazy. Old Town Kotor really isn't that big. It'll probably take you around 20 to 30 minutes to see most of the sights in towns. There's some really cool churches, outdoor dining areas, lots of gelato shops from what we've seen, and lots of souvenir shops too. But if you want to see Old Town Kotor, the best way to do it is actually to come up to the city walls, and that's where we are right now. And from here, not only do you get to see the inner sides of Kotor, but you also get to see the bay as well as the surrounding mountains.
We're on the north side of the walls, and it feels so serene here, being able to see the water glistening, and there's some duckies on the side, and I just love watching them swim.
Now, these city walls definitely surprised us a little bit. When we were in Dubrovnik, in those city walls, number one, it was a paid attraction. It was also very narrow. Whilst here, it's like an entire promenade. There's a walkway, there are restaurants, there are benches for people to relax in. And by the way, if you're looking for somewhere to eat, these restaurants might actually have the best view inside here of Old Town. So this is a brandy.
Yeah, that one
From
is
plum.
in Montenegro we call rakia.
So in English, you know how they say cheers? What do you say?
Živieli. Živieli.
Živiele.
Uh,
Živiele.
yeah.
Quite good.
When
It
it's
smells great though.
yeah.
We've just been exploring Old Town in search of some things to bring home, like souvenirs, and we came across a place called Fine and Wine. And when we were in there, the gentleman offered for us to try out Montenegrin brandy, and it tasted so good, like a sweet plum juice. We're gonna keep exploring a little bit more, but we're gonna turn in early because tomorrow morning we have an exciting boat tour. We're here pretty early, just before the crowds start to set in. We're getting ready to hop on one of these boats from the Montenegro submarine and speedboat tours. We're really excited because in 3 hours, we're gonna be hitting 3 different spots.
It's looking really beautiful. We got maybe 5 more minutes until everyone gets here, and then we can hop on the boat and catch some beautiful views of the Kotor Bay.
After 20 minutes of sailing, we made it to our first stop, Our Lady of the Rocks. This used to be a really small stone islet, but eventually they brought in scuttling ships to deposit stone over here and create this beautiful man-made island, and they built a 15th century church that is absolutely stunning. It's so easy to walk around here because everything is so flat. You can go up some steps to get an even better view of the next door island called St. George. I love that we're able to be here amidst the calm waters of the Bay of Kotor, but we're excited to visit our next stop.
So what happened when you jumped off the boat there?
I kind of slipped and belly flopped into the water. It was actually okay. I think the shock kind of helped me get used to the temperature of the water because it's a little bit chilly. We're here in October and that water was about 23 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, now for reference, 23 isn't the warmest. For usually if you're out in a nice beach setting, the temperature should be around 28. So just know it is a little bit chilly in there, but Lauren braved it out. She did super well. It looked like you had a lot of fun out in the water though.
It was fun actually.
Yeah, what'd you think about the boat tour overall?
I think it was pretty short, but we did manage to see quite a bit of stuff. I did like the islands a lot and being able to be out here in the beautiful weather, seeing the clear water, and I honestly loved the blue cave.
Ooh, that shit was really cool. I didn't expect that. I thought it was a bit gimmicky, but once you're in there and you look down at the water, it actually was really blue.
So luminescent.
Yeah, great little trip. So we were walking through Old Town yesterday and we noticed this beautiful Italian restaurant that was so packed we could not get a table. So today we're going a little bit early and hopefully get some delicious pasta. So hungry, aren't you?
Yeah, and it's homemade pasta.
Yes, homemade pasta. Let's go grab some.
I got a curry pasta and Jason got a chicken one that has like a soy sauce with white sauce. That sounds really, really good. So I think we're gonna have to dig in. I've been missing curry like no other, so this is kind of hitting the spot for Italian food and a little bit of Indian spice.
I tried both mine and Lauren's and I think mine tastes better. Something about that soy sauce in there that I didn't expect it to go so well with the white sauce, but it actually tastes really good.
You don't need 1 liter, 1.5 liter. If you want to drink, you get all the more.
Of course,
Okay.
can't forget about the beer. Absolutely stuffed from dinner. The food was delicious and what a great way to end our time here in Kotor, Montenegro.
We'll catch you guys on our next adventure.